Hello! Welcome in, everybody, to this brand new saga, Endbringer Ragnarok. Hello. We're nervous, but hey. Hey.
Everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
That being said, I'm your host, your storyteller, your dungeon mistress. And this is Ragnarok. Let's meet our players, starting with the one and only Sweet.
Oh shit, that's me. Hi, I'm Sweet. I'm playing Tiri. She's a... What is she? She's a Werecrow Rune Master. And she's very cool. Maybe. Okay, on to Spooky.
Guys, this is Ragnarok? This sounds scary. I think I joined the wrong game. Anyways, I'm playing Soren. I'm a shifter. A shifter with powers beyond your comprehension. Yeah, so I will be here to be a silly little guy in this horrific world. And I'll pass it on to our lovely Jay, ViciousJay.
You're muted. I'm not muted. No, I genuinely looked. Sorry. I'm ViciousJay or Jay. I'm gonna attempt to play Uba, storm wielder barbarian, bear, big. Wawa woowa. It's gonna be my second game with Dolly. I'm excited, terrified. Yeah, as you can see, I have special effects going on, premium content. I apologize in advance. It's very fun. Yeah, throwing it over to our newcomer, Bambi. Introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Bambi. I'm your cleric, and I will be playing Gree here. Short shit little bat shifter. Very much looking forward to him. This is my first game here with Dolly and everyone else. And I'm really fucking nervous, but I'm looking forward to it.
There is no recap because this is episode 1. Good lord.
So much happened last time.
Season 1.
I won it since the very beginning. I was born, and then won.
Back in the day when my mother and father loved each other very, very much.
Pretty sure I just hatched.
Oh.
You just hatched. Good lord, I love that.
Motherless behavior.
Oh, yes.
I am furiously checking through my my notes really quick, and then I will start with our opening. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh yeah, sorry to mention this, everyone, but we're all furries. Welcome to the furry convention.
Confirmed.
So the alternative would be a hot spring with a bunch of rocks, right? For like the DashCon experience.
Oh, yeah, possibly. Or
Still
we
better than
could
the
dig a
DashCon
small
experience.
pit and throw it with pebbles.
Or we can do a small pit and some oil.
Oh yeah.
Turkish. Yeah. We're still...
And Jello. Don't forget the
You really want that Jello? It's like...
I've heard it's great to
if there's
watch.
no Jello...
Welcome to Ragnarok, everyone. On today's episode, we're going to be doing Turkish oil wrestling.
With the added jello effect.
Oh yeah. Make it sweet and savory. Makes you want to gobble it right up.
That's what the people want to see.
Little do you know, the pit is actually a big iron walk for giants. So we're slowly being cooked. The last one standing gets to escape the walk.
I hope I go first.
Okay. Sorry, my player guide for the Lycanborn clans, I printed them, but they were a little bit out of order, but they are correct right now. You're gonna hear a really loud pop. That's just me grabbing a little clipperino to keep these notes together. You can expect this eventually to be available for use as a PDF as we continue to test it in this homebrew. There are Lycan cursed attributes. There are hybrid war forms. There's the Lycan born curse. There's all sorts of bestial legacies in here, and can't wait for it. Wow, do you hear? You sound like a demon. Do you hear yourself? Mommy's working. Like, everyone's been quiet until I go live. Like, what is this? What is this?
Sorry, mommy.
Sorry, mommy.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's annoying. So bad. Bad dogs. Gonna have to
But everyone,
edit this out.
make sure to stick around, and I'm sure you'll liken this campaign.
I'm voting to remove Spooky from.
No, let's at least give him, a trial. Some oil. And jello.
Some oil.
Some oil will change anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be baptized in fire.
Baptized in oil and jello.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready, but we're going. In the beginning, there was only darkness. And the darkness met with the light. And it twisted with the ice. And it formed the world. The great cow and the ice giants. And from them begat life. And so on and so forth. Gods living, dying, twisting, and changing. But our story does not begin with the gods. It begins in the Lycan-born Valley, which is a wide swath of land dedicated to those born and cursed. Cursed to follow a moon cycle. Cursed to sometimes adhere to their baser instincts, the wild, rutting beasts inside of them. But many of these villages, these Jarl-run communities, are filled with hope, with love, friends. But it was not always this way. All of the Lycan-born owe their freedoms, their valley, to the great sacrifice of the Father Bear, the first of his kind. He gave his pelt to the humans, for you see the humans outnumber the Lycans 100 to 1. And the humans discovered that which hurt the Lycans. Their steels coated in silver and deadly sacrifice. And so the Grimborn, the Bear clan, are considered the judges, the spiritual leaders. And every generation they host a great chase, where young Lycanborn are gathered, tested, and often chosen by spirits. These spirits grant those young, if they are lucky, visions, boons, quests. These chosen are sent out in service of these ancient spirits, some of them beasts, some of them gods. And sometimes they are sent on the warpath. This once-in-a-generation great chase, the Grimborn are holding once again. And far and wide, the other clans are sending their young, the Vinterma, the snow leopards, the Korving, the crow, the Skarnath, the werebats, and the most feral of the Lycanborn, the Fenrin, the wolves. This should be a time of great celebration. Midsummer is near. The chase will be held in a temperate time. The long summer still never ending as far as the clans are concerned. But something buried under the ash is stirring. Something that the great Father Bear should have told his descendants long ago. Something dark. Something bringing the end. Rumors have spread. Rumors of the Corvin sky stones. They're sky stones, which are burial markers, stacked rock that created Karen, appearing with Lycanborn's names. And 9 days later, those Lycanborn simply vanish. But tradition does not yield to fear, to misguided or unseen or misunderstood threats. Tradition is held, and so the great chase shall continue. Our party, though they may not know it yet, begin their story here. Soren and Thierry, I need you to roll a perception check.
I've gotten a 14.
A 20.
14 and a 20. With a 20, Thierry, you are immediately awakened. You are quite the light sleeper. Your brother and company, including his thralls, are making your way to the center valley, the lowest basin of this whole region, where the Grimborn call home. You sit up by the fire, and your brother has moved to the lakeside. In the dark, you can see a faint glow. As he removes the glove from his hand that seems made of starlight. The black glitters, the motes of light shift. And as he holds this, as he holds his hand aloft, you can see him flexing the fingers as if in pain. His tells are easy for you after all this time. Soren, you awaken because the other thrall is a little loud. To you, Tiri, Razor says, "He's doing the thing again." Your brother has a lot of things that he does. Exactly what Razor is suggesting, you have no idea.
Would you care to elaborate on which thing?
He grins, that gold tooth catching the light and the fire and glinting. That painful thing, you know. Where he just doesn't let anyone know he's hurting. Maybe you should see if he's okay. Because you know he's gonna tell me to piss off if I walk over there. Just so everyone knows, this is Razor.
What a hot bastard.
So. When Razor sees that you're awake, and this is Tiri's brother.
Oh, am I traveling with Tiri and her brothers?
You sure are.
Ah.
You're a thrall.
I'm a...
your Daddy Vega owns you.
Ah, I'm owned.
Technically. But
Okay.
it's a little bit different in Viking culture. Yeah. You're called a thrall, not a slave. And you're treated as really, really important property. All right. So all that being said, Razor turns to Soren and he clicks his teeth. And when he moves his mouth, he's very expressive. And when he gets a really wide grin, which usually he does when he looks at you, Soren, there's a particularly feral look because he's a thrall, but he's one step above you. And there is a dimple on the side of his face when he smiles too hard that appears, and it's almost charming, save for the wild primalness in those glacial eyes. There is innately something homoerotic in the way that he looks at you, but he's never touched you. He's never indicated that he's interested in men otherwise. And you can feel it. A prickling all over your skin. You always know when Razor's looking at you, Soren.
I cannot see what you're doing, but I can sense your gazes upon me, Razor. Is there anything I can do to assist you?
I mean, you could assist the boss. Go over by the lakeside, get on your knees. Pretty little thing like you. Sure, your mouth could give him a good time and he'd forget all about the dream. Did I mention that, Terry? Ugh. He spits on the ground. He's a disgusting man. Grabs his wineskin, takes a big drink. Just keeps having the same dream.
I'm not quite sure.
Which dream?
I understand.
You don't need to understand, Soren. You just gotta be pretty. It's your only job.
Other than you're actually, like, you carry things for Vega, or, like, you fill his wineskin when he's in certain meetings, but really, like, your job is not exactly what Razor tells you, okay? To Tiri, Razor stands, and you see that his pants are totally open and undone, and, before you can, like, see any skin, he covers that up, and he tightens it like it's a corset. Belt over belt. And, you don't know why he wears such a high-waisted corset attached to his leathers. You never understood it, but it's almost... Every time he sits, he loosens it, and every time he stands, he tightens it before anybody can see any of the skin underneath. And it's crazy is he wears, like, a top that doesn't go all the way down. So there's just like a tiny sliver of flesh, but it's like right under the tits, right? You can see that under the tight shirt, Razor's got piercings, a double set in very... It's not cold, let me just put it that way. It's not cold, and he is saluting, okay? His elven ears are, cute. But otherwise, he looks mostly human. Both of you, this is just for past information, you think he's half-elf, but he says he's just a human. But he also sometimes says he's a woman. He's very clearly, I mean, maybe he doesn't look like a human, but you know, he says it sometimes. Sometimes he also calls himself Moo Bitch, whatever that is. But he's usually very, very drunk. So it is after tightening this corset that he wears and popping his sternum that he finally answers you, Tiri. And that I don't care expression shifts just to a slight concern, or as concerned as it gets for him, which is not very.
You know, the one where he dies.
Oh, is he having that wretched dream again?
You, Frau, don't get to say shit about
As
that.
you wish.
Tiri, who's your boss, can say whatever she damn well pleases. And he winks at you, Tiri, including how handsome I am.
Of course.
I'm
my
surprised we
apologies.
haven't told you to fuck off for how long you've been here.
I mean, I'm pretty good at it.
Fucking off? Or being handsome?
He shoots finger guns at you.
She's gonna get up, shove him, and walk over to Vega.
When you shove him, he touches where you touched, and he's like,
Ooh, left me burning, Tiri. Left me burning. You could have squeezed a little bit.
and he sits back down by the fire, and he's uncomfortable because the corset's on, and he's like, God, why'd I fucking stand up? He looks over at Soren.
So
Soren is not looking at him.
So you gonna go get on your knees or what?
Is that what is required of me?
Why the fuck are you so soft? All right, here, drink this.
He'll bring whatever drink he's been offered up to his nose.
Oh, it smells like piss.
Razor, what might this be?
Just drink it.
I have my hesitations.
It might harden you up.
As you wish. And he'll take a sip.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! You won't believe what I just got.
Did you get a nat 20?
Let me get the dice straight. Here, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, you don't immediately spit it out. It's piss will.
It's an 18 though.
It's piss will. It's 18. Give a minus to it. Alcohol. It's disgusting. It tastes so bad. It's very, very potent.
Made it myself. You like that?
I can't say I'm a fan, but I do appreciate the offering.
He gets real close to you. You can feel the heat off of his body. He's probably crouching. And in your ear, he says,
I really like it when your voice wavers like that.
and then he takes the drink back. He doesn't touch you at all, but he very slowly takes it. You hear him take a drink next to you. And then he sets the water skin in your lap again before he stands up, and you can hear that Razor's retreating somewhere.
The same water skin he offered me before, or like a different one?
Same. Piss swill, probably handmade.
He'll leave the water skin there and probably return to his sleeping area if nothing else is needed of him. As he doesn't want to be too much of a bother, per se.
What's your passive perception?
It is 13.
You can hear the soft voices down by the bank of the lake, Tiri and Vega. If you choose to listen, you could get a little closer and overhear everything, but that's a player choice.
Their business is not of my concern. If I get caught, that's probably real bad. So I'll just return to my area.
Okay. Tiri. Your brother is a massive, imposing force. Even after all of these years, traveling with him, being raised by him, approaching him is still intimidating. There is just this incredible aura that surrounds him. A menace and a sinisterness that is chilled. He feels like winter, even in the middle of midsummer. But the moment that he turns to look at you, his face, his eyes, they're soft, though they blaze like midnight stars. The orange wavering like a flame.
Can't sleep.
Well, I can't stand Razor's bullshit sometimes. So which is it? Pain or nightmares?
Neither you should concern yourself with, Tiri.
And he turns to look out over the water.
We only have each other. What else am I to concern myself with if not you?
He lets out a sigh. the fight immediately going out of him because it's you.
In the dream, I cannot get to you.
He holds his hand aloft, the one that looks to be made of starlight.
And there is a great storm. The frost kills everything. I walk in the battlefield. Corvin are frozen, and so is an unknown foe. At first, I thought they were human, wearing our skins, using our power. But they are something else.
A dream or a vision?
He drops his hand into front and puts his glove back on.
I worry. It is a vision. It grows more persistent. The Grimbeorn Jarl I will speak to in the thing. The other leaders as well. See what they make of it.
And he looks at you, Tiri.
But when I have a vision, I can call upon it in the waking hours. See it in the runes and bones. Even using the entrails, I see nothing. It is only when I sleep.
Whatever is to come, we will go through together.
He puts a big palm on the top of your head. The beads in your hair, some of them, they jingle as he smooths the hair with his palm, the one ungloved.
You are the only treasure left. Let us hope this is only a dream and not a vision.
But let us prepare for the opposite, maybe?
He shifts uncomfortably, not wanting to prepare for the worst. The Corvin are very superstitious people. And even thinking something, suggesting something can manifest it into reality. From one of his belt pouches, he removes a carved bone, a scrawl, and he hands it to you.
For protection.
She takes it.
So Odin's crow will guide you.
Now, the thing about that is they're actually ravens. The whole Corvin clan is ravens. You and your brother number among a handful of crow. The difference is minor in some ways and significant in others. Chief among them, the fact that your brother technically should be king. But he is not respected like one. He is called the One-Eyed Crow out of respect, similar to the All-Father's acronym. But everything that should be his isn't. The long hut that he should be able to rest in, the throne, all of those peaks should be his. Your brother has the power to take them, Tiri, but for some reason, he never has. And in questioning him, he says the physical status of these items, these physical manifestations, do not change the fact that he is the Oracle in this generation, chosen by the gods to interpret their divine messages. He walks with an assurity of a Viking, a warrior whose axe is bloodied and back is strong, burying his enemies in the ash that he lays before him. He is a force to be reckoned with, and he needs no crown or throne to prove it. When he turns away from you, you know that he's going to shift the conversation.
And he says, the great chase you will participate in. You will be required to fight, as is the Grimbjorn's way. There is no shame if you lose. They are an obnoxious bunch, but we will give them the respect they deserve on their heritage. They will be sloppy, they will be drunk, they will be loud. They will be friendly, overly so. Some will even try to embrace you. We will respect their traditions. We will participate in this chase. In it, you will find a trial of sorts, a gauntlet, land and lake. And while you are chasing, you will be calling to the spirits of our ancestors. Tiri, you will call on Odin's crow, like I did before me. You will call them. Hugin and Munin. They are the revered guides of wisdom and memory.
From underneath his robes, your brother removed a necklace, and he places it over your head. And it's carved, beautifully beaded.
What is this for?
Protection.
And if all you do is protect me, then who will protect you?
I need not protection. I am the sky itself. Rest, Tiri. We have a long way tomorrow.
Just looks at him, glares a little bit, pouts, and then walks away.
You make it to the fire when his booming voice calls,
Soren! To me.
He'll get up from his patch of dirt or whatever rags he has to sleep upon, and he'll quickly brush himself off and make his way over, tapping his cane.
You are thrall to Corvin.
Yes, that is correct.
Where we travel is to the Grimbeorn Valley.
and he gives you the same spiel. They're loud, they're obnoxious, they're gonna try to be your friends. They might even try to free you, but you will remember whose thrall you are.
As you wish.
They will not bring you any harm.
And he's gonna give you a medallion with his symbol. It's a crow in flight against the night sky.
He holds it in his hand and starts feeling the surface.
It's this
with his
beautiful
fingers.
relief. Feels like it's carved in bone.
This is one of. These are crows, are they not?
You belong to me. Should your clan, your Jarl, find fault in what you are, they will answer to me.
As you wish.
It's a little relieving, Soren. All things considered, some in your clan, they would seek to harm you, finding you toothless, fraught with cowardice. But Vega of the Ashen Wing, doesn't see you like that. In a lot of ways, he treats you better than you've ever been treated. Providing you with supplies, bedroll, food, housing, shelter. And all he asks in return is that you protect Tiri. You watch over her. You care for her. And should his wine cup need filling, especially during meetings of the Ding, you're to keep it full.
I shall do my best. What would I refer to? Would it be like master?
We could look up the official Viking Jay Daddy.
Daddy. Thank you, Jay.
My lord, sire. I don't. It's a fantasy setting. You can pronounce it or say it however you want. Really.
I will do my best, sir.
I mean, if you do call him Daddy, then that's going to be the official.
That's the official Viking term.
fantasy term.
All right. I shall do my best, my daddy.
No. Okay, I can't handle that. Let's.
I shall do my best, my sir.
That's much better.
My
Phew.
liege.
My liege. My daddy.
liege.
My daddy.
I was gonna
My
say
God.
at that, Thierry just whips her head around like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Soren, would you wish to join the chase?
I do not know if I'm capable enough for this race, but I will if that is your wish.
I am asking if you wish to participate. You are of age.
I do not know. I have not seen people of my sort of clan in ages. Yet, I am quite curious of it.
He nods once.
Then it will be done.
Thank you, sir.
And he explains the same thing. There will be rowdy bears, werebats, the Skarna. He's a little worried how your clan will treat you. The one that he gives you a different warning than Tiri, though, is the Fenrir. The Fenrir are split into a northern and southern clan. Both are bloodthirsty warriors in a way that is a little unhinged when compared to the other Lycanborn. And you, they will see as weak. And they may try to pick you off while you are searching for a spirit or a boon. You have permission to kill them.
I appreciate the gesture, but I do not know if I can... I do not know if my hand could take another life.
You will. I will not lose a belonging because it refuses to protect itself.
As you wish, sir.
And then he's going to send you to bed. Now, Tiri knows about the Fenrir clan. Tiri knows that they sometimes are assholes. But your brother, he expects you, should they get in your way, Tiri, to kill them. And you are technically princess. It is in your right. Soren, it is not. A thrall is a possession. Soren, you head back to the fire?
Yep, I'll head back as making less, as least of a ruckus as I can, and try and go to sleep or back to sleep.
Is there anything between Tiri and Soren? It's
Still
just
check on her.
It's literally just the two of you by the fire. Razor's gone off somewhere in the surrounding woods. Vega is now walking on the shore side.
My lady, how are you doing this evening?
I'll be better knowing that I don't have to kill for you. Do not disappoint him.
I will do my best. Is there anything I can do to make your sleep more comfortable?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Get some rest. You'll need it.
Thank you, my lady. I shall be off. And he'll return to his sleeping area.
Okay. Do you try to sleep, Tiri?
She'll definitely try.
And I need both of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
Hey guys, I might have died.
In your sleep.
Dolly, it happened again.
You got a natural 20, -2 for 18.
Yeah, it feels weird. Okay, my first two rolls should not be this. Oh wait, no, technically it's.
I got a 4.
I can show it again. But yeah.
She's not sleeping ever again.
Somehow I did not die from dysentery, guys.
A 4? God, you're having the hardest time sleeping, Tiri. You're very worried about your brother. You can just see him wandering the shore side, and eventually, when he's some 100 feet from you, Razor just appears out of the darkness at his side and is making all sorts of crude gestures, like with his hand, probably saying, "Dude, you're stressed because you need to get laid." You can just hear Razor saying it, and Vega then shoves him into the lake, just grabs his shoulder and one hard, and Razor's in, and it's and when he sits up, he's like,
Oh, water's actually really great. Maybe you want to take a little swim? Probably should take your robes off first. I think people like myself would like it. Nice. Smooth chest.
and Vega just,
No.
and then he finally heads back towards camp.
Come on! Water! Splish, splish, splish. I mean, it's not that I really know how to swim, but it's warm. Oh,
Reza, some of us need sleep.
I think there's a fish. Oh,
Then he gets out of the water.
oh, oh, there is. There is.
And then he tries to catch it, like a dog. Very loud.
Hope it bites your ass.
Your brother, when he gets to the fireside, he is a significant distance from the fire because the fire seems to react to him, growing and shrinking. So swelling as he gets close, and then once he sits down, it shrinks, and that cold chill that surrounds him seems to dampen it. And for a moment, the flame flickers a purplish blue on the edges. And he meditates. A while later, splashing like a dog, a soaking wet Razor comes into camp, and he splashes all over your bedding and Soren's bedding before plopping down by the fire and pulling off his boots, dumping out the water.
Soren's left with worse.
Long day tomorrow. Soaking wet. Nice. How about you do one of that nice trick, huh, Vega? When we get to the Grim Beyond, you will address me as master. Okay. On second thought, you will not speak. You can't do that. You can't say I can't. You can't. That's rude. You would disallow me to.
And all of a sudden,
Razor just goes quiet. His mouth is still moving, but there's no noise. And then suddenly he's dry, for the most part. And eventually Razor pouts as your brother returns to meditation, and you can hear Soren's little tiny murmur snores. You eventually sleep, Tiri, and it's a little restless because you dream of the end of summer, the great winter, the end. Before we get to you, Bambi, can I have Sweet and Spooky please describe what your characters look like, starting with Tiri?
Okay. Tiri is 5'7". She's a tall-ish lady. She has cute little pointy elf ears. She has blue hair that has streaks of white in it. She has darker complexion, like a dark tan, and she's usually seen in like a navy blue-ish blue robes that have like a bit of a sparkle to them with like gold accents. She has beads and braids in her hair, and she is mostly covered in rune tattoos. And yeah, that's Tiri.
Sorry, could you say that again? I wasn't listening.
What the fuck? I said that's Tiri, now you gotta go.
Oh man. Okay, but Soren is I think he's like 5'5", medium humanoid creature with weird looking ears because he's a Lycanborn. He's covered in scars and lashes. He wears some dull, tattered clothing that he's acquired. He has some not well taken care of dull white hair. He's not old per se. He just has paler hair. Let's see. He also has a patchwork doll on his side, strapped to his waist, along with a makeshift cane made from gnarled branches. And yes, he's known for wearing very simple clothing because he is a thrall, and he is property. Let's see here, what else? Oh yes, how could I forget? He wears a cloth blindfold around his eyes. And I believe I got everything. Oh yeah, sorry guys, he has a massive PP. No, I'm joking. But anyways, that's Soren. Back to you, Bambi.
Okay, Bambi. I would like you to describe your little guy.
All right, so we have Gree. He's about 5 feet tall, and he's covered from head to toe in many vicious-looking scars. He likes to dress maybe a little too casually for a Viking sort of setting. He likes to show off the scars that he has, and you'll generally find him wearing a long cloak if he has to travel out and be seen by other people. He'll open it up a bit, show off a little bit. He walks with a lot of confidence. He holds his head high. He has very distinctly long, pointed, almost fluffy-looking ears. Just a little bit of fur up there. A missing finger on his left hand, ring finger specifically. Vibrant red hair, and very pretty purple-colored eyes. And he likes it when you compliment his eyes. Outside of that, the first thing you're going to notice about him is probably just the confidence swag in his walk. He might be small, but he likes to make himself known.
Sitting across the fire from you
is the man who owes you a life debt. His name is Thrain.
Oh, there's a big picture of him.
Scarred, pierced, not friendly looking. With the most severe green eyes you've ever seen. The two of you are sharing his world-famous slop, which is rabbit and cow, mixed with some root vegetables over piping hot mushrooms to soak up the juice. This man does not use any utensil. Fingers and slurping only. Typically, you would be right there beside him. But your day was filled with waking visions. Gree, this affliction that has haunted you since the first death you ever witnessed. You've never really taken hard stock in. But occasionally in the corner of your eyes, there is a vision. A humanoid. They're robed. The robes are dark and flowing. Often they point in directions. Often this figure, the directions that it points are exactly where you need to be, or they're fortuitous, so to speak. A person you need to meet, a location you need to go to, something pretty to be seen. You've never experienced them as anything more than an occasional helpful illusion. And your mind is an interesting place, so why not add psychological breaks to it?
Just a few cracks.
But today the helpful figure was different. It was not the familiar robed guide. Today it was a massive, frozen beast. Blood frozen to its wide blue and white chest. Maw stained with innards. And every time it lifted its hand, Thrain's head dangled in its paw. The feeling of death, unavoidable, lingers today. And because of it, and maybe even because of the last 4 months of traveling with this man, you've grown accustomed to his presence, albeit gruff, short, and not altogether very informative. But you made the choice to save him, and he made the choice to stick around. Uncomfortable and nerve-wracking at best, this beast. You could describe it as a jötun, but you'd rather not. Ice giants are a terrible and frightful thing. But you wouldn't be surprised if it was thus. And so it is now over slop and a crackling fire between you and your traveling companion that Thrain finally questions. Something on your mind?
Gree takes a moment and takes an unusually long sip of his disgusting slop, where he would usually pick at it just a little bit before digging in. He's stalling. Maybe. You want to know?
That green gaze that reminds you of a cat's eye watches you steadily. It's clear he would like to know, even though he doesn't utter it out loud.
I feel as if something is waiting for us. I don't like it. But I don't think that we can avoid it for long. Does he know about the visions?
Have you told
at
him? It's up to you.
all? Yeah, okay.
Okay. So he does. He knows about him.
Gree's trying to figure out if he should come out and say it, and how this lovely companion of his might react. So he puts down his bowl and he props his hands under his chin. Do you ever think about how you're gonna die?
Nah. Figure it'll just
I
happen
thought
one
so.
day.
Hmm.
And even if they don't let me into Valhalla, I'll break into Long Hut.
You would.
This
Would you ever want to know?
has something to do with the worry you feel.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm not sure when it's coming, if we can avoid it. I'd like to think we could.
He shrugs and finishes slurping. Grabs his wineskin, sucks down a whole chunk, wipes his mouth,
No.
wipes it on his chest, his bare fucking chest.
Don't concern yourself with my death.
He shrugs his big shoulders.
Sure.
It'll happen, or it won't. Until then,
You're right.
I'm here.
And then he motions at you with like the little mushroom piece he still has before shoving it in his mouth and licking it off his thumb.
Oh, your confidence is inspiring, though.
A worthy death is something everyone should strive for.
Gree picks at his food a little bit more. What would you consider a worthy death? How would you like to go out?
He thinks about it for a minute. On my back beneath a large woman, or with my weapons at hand.
Gree chokes on his food a little bit.
He chuckles.
Oh. You know what? I agree.
Makes
A
him
very large woman.
makes him chuckle. But it's clearly not my death that's got you worried. So what is it really? Did you see something wild?
Wild.
Did you read the runes? And there are something in them?
I've hesitated. The runes, since seeing it. Yes, it was something wild, something large, not like what I usually see.
Not helpful.
No guiding hand. No, not helpful. Not at all. A warning, an omen, who knows. It wasn't pleasant.
Do you think it is a warning of the Grim Beyond? Or do you think it's He thinks about it for a minute. Maybe my future wife?
She would be large, if it were true. Very, very large.
Big tracts of
Even
land.
for a man like you. Oh, definitely.
He kind of gets a glint in his eye. I cannot wait for the great chase. The Grim Beyond have the best parties. They are loud.
So I've heard.
They are fun. You will see. Gree, you will like it.
I'm sure I will.
He takes out a jar of honey at that point out of his pack, and it's pretty small, and he slides it across to you.
Drink it.
Agree. Squints at it a little bit, but he picks it up. He pops the little lid, smells it, and then downs the jar.
It's very sweet and a little bit spicy. And it's kind of you like
Nice. Did you make this yourself?
Hey, when he grins, you can see that he is missing a tooth behind one of the fangs. That's actually quite charming when he gives you a full smile. But he's got a diamond stud on the other side of the mouth. It's probably like the most expensive thing he's ever done to his teeth, which are fanged. That smile tells you everything you need to know. Yes, he made this.
Family
Did I
recipe.
ask?
Do you like it?
Oh. I do.
It's going to get a lot worse when we get into bear country. It is going to be sink or swim. Don't worry. Any challenge, call me your thrall. I will take it for you.
My thrall. Well, I know I can rely on you. I'll call on you for what I need. Don't worry about that.
Are you going to run? In the great chase? I think you should. You're old enough. You could find a spirit to bond to. Maybe answers to the unhelpful vision that you have.
True. Yes. Yes, I'll be running.
He grins.
Good. I will run too.
Good.
He's technically too old, but
Just for fun.
just literally probably for the fighting. It's the dog. It's that dog in him. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. It'll be some relief. You are tense, and I am tired of no women.
Grease snorts a little bit at that. Right. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been such a hard time for you.
No, no hard. Only leaking.
Oh, thank you for always being so honest with me. We're going to have a good run.
Or he will die.
Or we will die. One or the other.
Do you
Possibly
really
both.
think the king is going to be there?
Who knows?
I hear he is a crow, not a raven, and the Koving hate him. Did you know the ᴍᴇᴇᴛ princess should be there too? I hope she is big. Even if she is small, that is okay. I will show her the wild before she gets married.
And he just grins. Again, that little cute, like, gap back there showing.
Maybe I will get really lucky, and I will find a bear with a wife. And she, with her wife, will take me as third wife.
Gree is just
I love the Grimborn.
grinning.
There is no one who
I
knows how
can
to throw
tell.
a party like them. Have you ever been, Gree?
I have.
Then you know.
Once or twice.
Once the honey mead starts to flow, and the clothes start to come off, it will be the best.
Gree is just grinning at him and flashing those big old teeths. I'm sure there's plenty of bear women who'd be willing to have you.
What about you? You find yourself someone? Maybe you will not be so stressed. Maybe you will be able to put these visions aside. These strange dreams and omens you are finding. Maybe you can even ask the Oracle, the Crow King himself, what your visions mean.
You're right, you're right. Maybe I could ask. Maybe if I say please, he'll tell
Maybe-
me what they mean.
Maybe you can bring him to his knees.
That's true. Yes.
I hear that he is unmarried.
You hear a lot.
I drink at a lot of bars, and you don't go in. You stay in the room.
Well,
I only talk to you, Gree. And then he also says, and to Timbo. And he pulls out his little pet mouse. And the mouse is little and gray. And he feeds it a little bit of his slop.
Gree's just happily watching the exchange.
Big man with a little mouse.
Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna scoot over across just to sit a little closer, just to examine the mouse.
Before he hands Thimble over to you, he gives Thimble a kiss and then hands the little gray mouse to you.
Mm-hmm.
The gray mouse is pretty big in your hands. It's just in his. It's very small. And he just... Thimble stays in his clothes. Or in his familiar pocket. Gree, you know that Thrain is a Lycanborn. Or rather, you suspect he is. But you and he have never really... You've never really broached the topic. You know that, he bears markings of being an exile, and any and all who meet him are technically supposed to murder him. But he keeps it covered and introduces himself as your thrall, even though you try to introduce him as just your guard, your personal guard. Calls you master. There's just something about him that... And even in this moment, Gree, you find yourself wondering what clan he's a part of. It's definitely got to be a predator one. There's no way. It is several moments before Thrain speaks again. And the majority of it is him serving himself seconds of slop, giving you the tiny little bowl that he uses for Thimble so that you can feed the mouse. And him drinking.
Should I take first watch or do you want it?
I'll take first.
As you wish.
He drinks himself into a little bit of a stupor. And eventually he takes Thimble back and passes out. Now the question is, before then, is there any more roleplay that Gree has with Thrain in specific?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
7, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It looks clear. Your watch by the lakeside. Now this lake is massive. Long boats are sailed in this lake, all across the clans that are set up around it. Besides portions of your clan, the Skarna, they're high in the mountains. Same with the Vinterma. But the Vinterma have a keep, a stronghold on the lake shore. I think it's only the Grimbjorn that are purely in the bowl of the valley, right there next to the lake. And if you squint really hard, Gree, you can almost see their massive bonfires for midsummer and the Great Chase across the lake. Almost. You wake Thrain 4.5 hours later. He takes the rest of watch. And it is in the morning, pre-dawn, just before the sun rises, that I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 20.
The 4.5 hours that you do get to rest, you have a nightmare
spoken in a language that you do not understand, but you recognize. Someone is reciting the great saga of the end, the twilight of the gods. Overlaying this skald singing this poetry somewhere in the distance, there's other voices that sound like they're ready to riot. There's a rippling electricity in the dream, and you are looking over a thing. Jarls gathered, their men gathered, shouting, yelling, decisions on whether to go to war. What is frightening is all you have known is summer and the occasional fall in your life, but never winter. The long cold comes every couple of generations, but it doesn't last very long. But in this nightmare, it is all-consuming. The creature holding aloft Thrain's head, it is a part of an army. And overlaying this vision, the skald's voice grows louder and louder, and the drums join the beat of their voice. And you watch almost in slow motion, like you're in a theater, these men and women arguing at the thing, and fire and ice. And these creatures that look like Jotun suns breaking through, crashing, destroying, ripping apart, tearing, and eating. Among the carnage, a tiny, red-headed person. They look just like you, but far younger. Gree, you think you're maybe looking at yourself? Or a piece of you? Hollow, scared. In one hand is a bloodied, dripping skull, and in the other is a stone. A flat stone where that other short, flat stones have piled onto it. A stack, and it turns, and it offers both to you. This vision of you, this duplicate, this doppelganger, and the voice that says, "It does not stay buried below the ash for long. It is waking in the twilight. It is quaking in the dawn. The chains cannot hold the hunger." The next moment you are struck awake, shaken heartily. You come to on a gasp and a scream, and Thrain says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I thought you should come see something. It is morn. Come."
Greed shakily gets up. Looks around a little bit, hesitantly brushes himself off, and moves along. What is it?
Not far from your camp, right along the roadside, there is a simple stack of sky stones, and carved in them your name in runes.
Gree's just...
This is a Corvin's sky burial. Why is your name here, Gree? Did you put this here?
No. No, I didn't.
There is a heavy weight between the two of you, like one of these stones on the cairn dropped into the lake, causing ripples of anxiety.
When I was in the long hut, drinking mead with the other warriors, they mentioned the sky stones. One of the warriors retired. His daughter's name. His daughter's name was found on one. And 9 days later she vanished.
Well, isn't that something? Gree tentatively approaches the stones. Or wait, it was on the other side of the... Can he approach the stones, or is it too far away?
You can approach them.
Okay. He approaches the stones.
You can see that
Carefully.
there is blood and frost. The frost rapidly melting on the stacked little stones.
He's not sure what to make of it. He's circling around, looking at the stones. Too nervous to really reach out and touch them.
Do we leave it here? Or do we take it with us?
We'll take it with us.
It is bad luck to touch your own gravestone, Gree. It could be cursed. I will take it for you.
My hero. All right.
He scoops up the sky stones. Underneath them, something twists in the dirt. So with a 13, you catch a severed snake head, fangs still twisting, digging itself into the bloodied dirt. What do? You don't think Thrain has seen it. It is largely concealed. Probably the nerves still firing. It's been digging itself for a hot minute. And it's almost completely buried.
Shit. I want to see if I can use the pin on my belt, on my cloak, to maybe try to dig it out or stab at it.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh,
7.
7.
To your
Spooky to one.
surprise or maybe your discomfort, all that's in the dirt is a single old fang. Yellowed, partially decayed at the top where it was plugged into the mouth. There is no suggestion there was ever a snake head in this freshly turned, bloody ground.
He's going to pop one of the little pouches off from where it's under the fur on his hip, and without touching the fang itself, just scoop some of the dirt and blood with the fang into the little pouch.
Okay? You get a lot more dirt than you intend to. But you cinch the bag shut, and when you draw it closer, it smells fragrant, coppery. It's a little off-putting. It isn't fresh. It isn't that sweet autumn tang that you do enjoy. This is more akin to rust. When you look up, Thrain has finished securing your sky stones, your tombstone, into a bag that hangs on his belt side.
Maybe the Jarl's men will be able to answer our questions.
Maybe. We won't know until we ask.
I will make sure nothing happens to you.
And he's gonna put a big paw on your shoulder.
It means you cannot leave my side.
Yes, I understand.
Gives you a little
Don't
shake.
worry. Greed pats his big old paw.
We will be there by nightfall.
Right.
He's failing at coming up with anything other than a big, don't worry, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Greed just squeezes one of his fingers and then jabs him lightly with their elbow. Relax.
He makes a big
Like you
joke of
said.
like, oh. You don't know that if you could hurt Thrain if you tried. Now, to describe to you how big this man is. A lot, on first impression, people think he's a Goliath. Or a giant. When he isn't hunched, he stands just over 8 feet tall.
Uh-huh.
And he's not necessarily handsome in the traditional sense. Especially with all the scars, the tattoos, the piercings. Also the fact that he keeps his hair really, really short, save for like this little rat tail in the back that he keeps because he loves Thimble, his buddy. He's just more impressive. Yep, and then he's gonna push you forward.
Lead the way, master.
Ugh.
By the way, his whole hand is like your whole fucking back. Like,
Yeah. Gree is stumbling forward
he's trying to be
and then
gentle.
looking over his shoulder.
He's a big man. Strength is definitely not his dump stat. Int probably is the vibe you get. Yeah.
Yep.
He tries to be a little lighthearted, but you can tell that he's really worried about those sky stones that you've just found because his hand keeps moving to the pouch that they're in. And that's actually where we meanwhile. And we meanwhile to our last party member. Uma, could you please describe what your party looks like? I mean, what you look like to your party?
The party is on fire! Uma is a little bit over 6 feet tall. So large in human standards, but surprisingly small in the Grimbjorn clan standards.
She's a cub size.
Not when shifted. Might I add. Quite impressive, okay? No Tinkerbells, please. Sorry, inside stuff.
Private.
Yeah. The most descriptive word is thick, very muscular, large arms, but actually the core is much softer. So no abs on this one. They're underneath. Strong man physique. A strong woman in this case. Fluffy hair that if you kind of touch it, it's like a little bit staticky, so like constantly frizzy hair. Scars everywhere, likes to display them, so the kind of beast-hide leather armor is quite tight around her, like in the protective layer, but arms open, some gaps, a lot of gaps. Tattoos displayed as is I don't know, a sign of her raider, warrior, past status, life, everything like that. Striking parts are her like eyelashes are also white, just as her hair. And like ice cold eyes. They're like actually a little bit uncomfortable to look at, and she makes it even worse by putting on like the greasy makeup around it to make them stand out even more. So even more intimidation tactics. Another feature, aside from the golden, one of her fangs been replaced with a golden implant. Her tongue, if it's like quite often visible because like she likes to lick her fangs quite a bit in certain instances. It's like a habit of hers. It's blue-purple. Might hint at the specific species of a shifter that she is. But yeah, tusks usually quite loud. But yeah, a unit. A mommy. It is yet to be seen if she will turn into a bear mummy. Stop marrying my. It's early. She's not marriage material. You'll see.
Perception check, Uma.
You want me to do it in... Yeah, we're gonna do it here. Perception.
I'm sorry, what'd you get? 18?
18.
Oh, okay, nice. Your village is... Oh no. You can't see it.
Oh, I'm blind!
It is a paradise. Hidden deep in the wilds right up against the lake. The Bear Lake, as your clan calls it. You awaken to the sound of chaos. You hear,
Mother! 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 Stan has taken everything from me again!
Golfin, please, why are you not home with your wife?
Because I am here to get ready for the baby to do the chase.
She is prepared on her own. She does not need you.
I brought weapons for her to use in the chase because she will find the great bear spirit and she will be number one. And none of the Fenrir will even dare.
And you hear giggling from your closet. And your brother, Sven, his pale face, white hair, peeks out of the thick tapestry that is your closet and is like, shh,
Don't let Gorfin know I'm in here. I accidentally broke his axe he was going to let you borrow. I don't want to die.
and then he slides back into your closet. A moment later, you hear doo 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 doo, and the flimsy door that kind of separates your section of the long hut from everyone else's slams open, and your huge brother that stands at a whopping 12 feet in height smashes the door open.
Baby! Have you seen Stan?
She like inhales, very sleepy, very cranky. She's awakened like that. Did I not tell you to knock?
He just takes your door, bam, 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 onto your wall.
Baby!
Can I lift my bed?
Did you?
Yeah, you can. It's easy.
I want to throw my bed at him.
Okay, you throw it.
My entire bed.
It like cracks a little bit, and your mom is like, "Hey, Cisna, all of you."
Kid. Huh? Did you think of that?
Huh? So what if you were? You're just a baby.
He's in a closet.
Sven is like, "No!" And he leaps out of the closet. Gorfin lunges for him. He's like, "Where's my axe I was giving the baby?" And he's like, "I don't know! I don't know!" And your shorter brother, Sven of the two, loops underneath Gorfin's arm and then kicks him in the balls. Gorfin falls forward and he runs outside. You hear your mother shouting at him. You hear something crash in the kitchen. You hear the front door open and your dad is like, "Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Already! Already we are spirited and ready to play." Your mom then talks to him in it's called Bjorn, but she is chastising him about there are traditions, there are rituals to be adhered. And he grabs your mom. You hear it. You hear whatever she's cooking fall to the ground. She yells and then giggles. You can expect the kitchen is probably going to be preoccupied as he starts muttering at her being, my wife. Yeah. And Gorfin finally stands up and is like, "Fuck! That bitch!" And he's gonna jump out your window to go find Sten. And you can hear the chickens outside. And the goats, like, as they're chasing each other. One brother shifts so he's a bear, the other shifts so that he's also a bear, and it's just like, which gets the neighbor kids going, and they all turn into cubs and start playing. I mean, it's wild.
It's early. It's too fucking early.
A softer voice, your third brother, the eldest, knocks on your door that's still ajar. Just a little click, click, click.
You know I can see you're right.
gives you a little smile, and then he holds out a big cup filled with steaming mead.
How was your hangover?
I wish I could murder something living. And she kind of takes the mead and just like, oh, this is why you're my favorite. Slurping.
He, oh no, this is the middle brother. Gorfin's the oldest. Yeah, this is the middle brother. And then Sen is the baby, other than you. And, he just chuckles.
The kitchen is closed for business. Would you like to go down to the bonfire and pick up some of the short pans that they're frying?
Which they're just pancakes, but they're like really thick, tiny pancakes. They're like medallions that a lot of the grandmas just make every morning. And they cover them in butter and honey. They're really good for dipping in your mead.
Something fried and oily. I guess we'll go out the window.
Okay, he'll follow behind you. Your village is alive and loud. It's
She kind of like tries to seek to like a little bit more shady parts just because her eyes are strained, just like the light.
Your brother hands you a straw hat that a lot of the weavers' wives wear. When you put it on, he's like put little holes in the top, and you're like, what the fuck? For like when you're half shifted.
It's like, I don't like my ears to be squished.
I don't have them on yet. I think I'm gonna get this off before I shift.
He takes the straw hat, puts it on himself. A lot of females, because your brother is of marrying age, a lot of female bear are like, Tamsin, hi. And he's just like a stiff wave and a nod in their direction.
So, do you feel prepared? Do you feel ready for the great chase?
I was born ready. Maybe I don't feel like it due to the last night, but I know I can do it. I mean, I have to.
Even if
It's like I've said, like fleeting a little bit.
I just want you to know, even if you have to repeat the great chase with the next generation, it does not make
Make me what, a baby?
I just want everyone to picture this with me. Uma is like over 6 foot, like 6 foot, right? Most of these people are a head and shoulders taller than Uma in this village. Okay?
different or lesser. It doesn't change your position in our family.
There's more, Uma, you can tell that Tamsin wants to say, but he's not saying it.
Just say it how you want to say it.
Maybe I should not be the one to tell you. Maybe Father should be the one to tell you.
I think if it were to be Father, just tell me those things, I would feel worse. He can be, well, you know.
Your brother kind of gives you a cringe of a smile.
Some of the visitors from the other clans are here for the great chase. They are staying.
One of them.
They're staying in the guest huts, across the fields.
At this point, you've gone to the great bonfire that's always burning in the center of town, and there's several grannies, hunchback bears that have turned white around the face and muzzle. One in particular, everyone just calls her Grammy, even though her name is like Rosalind, but she just goes by Grammy. She's a particularly old bear, and she is a panda bear, so she is also pretty small. But she's wicked in her tongue and whatnot. And the moment she sees you, Uma, her ears, they pop up out of her salt and peppered hair. They're also salt and peppered, rounded little panda ears. And she says, "Oh, there is my Uma! You'll be running in your first grade chase? I have a special medallion for you. Come and get it." She motions you with her little gnarled hand.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Grammy.
Good morning, Uma. She piles a hefty amount of strawberries and blueberries, and then some little tiny silver fish caught this morning on your plate. Smothers all of it in honey.
Thank you.
This will help you. The blueberries will help with fertility in case you want to do what I did in my great chase and find a boy.
Yes, that. Well, my father had plans.
Your brother,
already.
like, coughs next to you. Takes a really big drink.
But appreciate it. Thank you, Grammy.
You could take a bear for a ride before you are wed. It will be our girlish secret. There's so many handsome ones.
Oh, I'm no maiden, Grammy. Just winks.
And she's like, "Ooh," and she winks back and then leans forward. It's a good thing to be a gold digger, dear. Tamsin just coughs again and is like,
Grammy, you should not be telling the baby.
"She's not a baby, Tamsin. She is just small, but mighty. Now quit your yapping before I punch you in the mouth."
And she's like, gives her a big smooch on the cheek.
Yeah. Go for
Takes
the
like a
knees.
fistful.
The knees. And she's like, and then the ankles. When they come at you, go low. Big men, they think it is all up here, all swinging. They're very stupid. Low. Go low.
Something else swinging down below, right?
She laughs. Ha ha! That is right, their family coin purse. You could bite it off. And Tamsin just is like, ooh. Get really crazy. The healers can put it back on. Just go wild.
I mean, I can make them into my wife.
That is what I did with my first husband before he died.
And she like takes a handful of beers. So,
And she keeps serving you and Tamsin, telling you all the gossip. She talks about the Pole family. She says, those bitches, they took the goats from the harrow, and they are lying, saying that the goats are theirs.
There is going to be blood sport at the thing, I am telling you, Uma. I am not going to miss it. These old gnarled knuckles, I am going to throw hands. Nobody crosses my hearth family.
Oh, hands you will throw. I have no doubt.
I will. Their hands. I'll cut them off and throw them at them.
I'd say boil them in a stew.
Oh, and then we can eat them.
Mm-hmm.
It will give us strength.
Suck on the bone marrow. Very good.
Speaking of, and she like has like a basket of living rabbits. She just takes one and like and hands it to you. Good luck.
She like ties it to her belt or something like that.
Tamsin's like, whoa.
So I guess the
Grammy, can I get one? No, you are not my favorite.
ha! You heard that?
Yeah.
Uma, there is the Fenrin clan here.
She kind of like, it's like she does her like thing where she like licks over her thing a little bit. Potentially annoyed gesture in this case. Are they now?
They have taken the South Guest Hall.
She kind of like looks back at her brother.
He's like a little paler than he already is, staring straight ahead at the great fire that other children and grannies are giving out pancakes at.
And she says, the Wintermar princess is also here. And she brought with her quite the contingency of guards. Her household ones. But apparently,
What?
the Fenrin, there is a north and a south group here. And they are not sharing the same long hut.
Did somebody piss on the wrong side of the river? Why?
Old feud, I guess.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Don't let any of them push you around out in the great chase. You keep your head down. You look for your spirit. You answer its call. And then you come right back. Unless you
For more of those
find
berries.
A cute boy, and then you make him your wife. And she winks. You show him what it means to be a bear in the woods.
She just kind of like nods to her, kind of like not really answering.
At that point, Tamsin is like, oh, Uma. And he's finished eating, and he's like kind of overeaten a little bit. He still has a bit in his cheek.
I need to tell you something.
And Grammy, behind him, says, "Is it about her betrothed?" And he looks over you, down at Grammy, blinking, and his face just kind of contorting a bit.
Yeah, Grammy, it is.
Oh, he's very handsome. He already came and got his pancakes.
Already came. Sorry. she just like says that already came. What a fast shooter! And just like shovels the rest of the berries up her plate. Well, I guess it was about time I get to meet. She looks her thing again. Do you want to talk about it here, or?
Grammy's just like, yes, I think you should talk about it here.
I don't doubt you too, Grammy.
And he says, no, Uma and I have to, we have some chores for our father.
And he kind of... It's almost like he's got a weird twitch tilt in his head as he steps back. Oh, but if you want to tell Grammy, that's okay.
I have no doubt I will.
Let them all know what it means to be a bear in the woods. Aha!
I kiss her other cheek and
She returns the kiss and squeezes your hands with her gnarled hands. Her hands are slightly bent at an angle. She is technically the oldest bear in the entire village, at a whopping I have her at 202. Yep. All right, Uma. Your brother
should probably try and walk somewhere quieter just for the headache stuff, not even overhearing.
It's very loud everywhere, and the voices, they're so cacophonous that it kind of carries, even when you reach the far end of town, or the far end of the square where the bonfire is. And Tamsin says,
I know how you feel about it, so I didn't know how to bring it up.
and you hear and smell your brother Gofen. He is bellowing to hear him this far as he's calling for you. He's just,
Uma, baby! Where are you? Uma, baby!
yeah.
I think even if I were to win the chase, I'd be, I don't know, the most successful at it. The baby part won't go away, right?
You are the baby. But...
And yes, I do feel...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And yes, I do feel like shit about this. Because we both know he is not supposed to be mine. And I'm not supposed to be anybody's. And she like sucks her thing again.
Tamsin puts a hand on your shoulder.
What if I told you that Gofen and I, we met with another clan leader? We thought maybe
Which one?
you would want an option.
It's not about options, and you know that. I already lost my right for that option. And she kind of like rubs her forearm a little bit under like the leather binding as if there's something still a little bit sore. I lost that when I challenged father.
And he knows what he's about to say is literally a punch. It's like shitting on your pride, right?
But as your older brothers, we could challenge him. So you have other options.
You will not do that.
It wouldn't have to be public.
It's not about being public about it, and you know it.
The village doesn't have to know.
But I will know.
I thought you would say that. Here.
Out of his pocket, he pulls a medallion. But it's actually just a bear, a white bear, the same that you shift into, on a string of leather. It's clear that he's carved this out of bone himself. It's pretty shitty.
For luck.
She kind of like takes it and like, sorry, rubs the shape of it. sorry. Let me drink some water. She rubs the carving with her like thumb, and just kind of like, Yours is a shitty carver as I am. Looks very similar to what I gave to her.
Sven said it looked like a penis. But either way, that's good luck.
You men and your cocks. Yeah, indeed.
He just gets this wiry smile.
If you win the Great Chase, even though it is not a competition, if you are able to bond a spirit, there's a chance you could challenge Father again. For your freedom. Besides, Sven would make a great bride.
That he would. I'm trying. It's like a more general question. If, for example, the spirit would give me some kind of destiny that would potentially be outside of, the current path of life that she's been set towards, would that be able to challenge the father's will?
Yep. It sure would.
Well, the chase certainly gives me options, as you might say.
When the Corvin arrives, you could ask for a blessing from the Oracle.
What would that blessing give me?
Maybe a cock if you're lucky.
He grins.
No. A boon. Something you could use in the field. Extra vigor. Some kind of blessing from the gods. Direction. It is said that the Corvin King is mysterious and secretive.
Well, I guess it's not going to be any more of that fertility. Grammy definitely took care of that.
I think
with those berries.
I think Grammy just likes babies. Fuzzy
yes,
little
she
cubs.
does.
She wants to hold them and feed them.
Shrugs.
Did Gorfin tell you he and his wife are expecting?
He did not, but I think I smelled it on her.
I'm betting there are 3.
I'm gonna bet on 2.
He holds out his hand.
That's 10 gold.
Deal.
And you shake. And then all of a sudden, not really all of a sudden, you hear him getting closer and closer and closer. but all at once, you hear do 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 as your biggest brother, Gorfin, comes rushing and he tackles you to the ground. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay.
If I'm correct, let me double check. Yeah, it's 16.
Okay, he tackles you to the ground with a critical and starts giving you a noogie and licking the side of your face. And he's like,
The baby! The baby is doing her great chase! The baby! Oh!
I try to shift and like chomp at his nose as hard as I can.
yeah, you bite him and it immediately turns into him biting you back and grooming you as he like half shifts. And then Tamsin, thinking, you know, getting riled up as well, which is natural, he jumps into the pile, and out of the nearby lakeside that you were talking by, Sven comes out soaking wet and lands on the three of you. And so you're just this massive wrestling mass. To try to win this mock competition, roll a d20. We'll see which
Just
brother
a
comes out
D20.
on top, or if Uma wins. Golfin is just like,
The baby is leaving the family! The baby!
and Sven is like, I wish I were a bride.
Have you seen your husband yet?
God, I wish you would take me for a ride. And then Tamsin is just like bear sounds, hyped, like, ugh. Okay, you only got an 8. Okay, so
I don't like virtual dice.
you beat Sven. Tamsin comes in second, but Golfin wins with a 15. He literally lifts you up over his head, Uma, and he throws you in the water, and then he throws Tamsin in after you. And he beats on his chest and is like, I win!
Suck my dick!
And they're like, no, you're a sibling.
And he's like, oh yeah. Bad. Oh yeah, weird.
And then as if like the gears are a little slow, the hamster's turning a little bit. By the way, Golfin has this huge scar down his face where an axe hit him. So he's kind of got an indent where the hair just doesn't grow. And he says, by the way,
Very similar, huh?
you guys might have done it to each other.
Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Good at childhood. He's also got like burns on the side of his hair where magic, wrong side of magic.
He says, my wife and I, we have babies now. It means I'm a lot better than any of you.
She like swims out, like tousles her hair like a dog. Like, well, bears also like shake around when they're like trying to get out of it.
Tamsin, when he gets
It's like-
he gets out of the water right next to you and just shakes, like flicking water all over you.
Shake it again. It's just kind of like, I put 10 golds on 2 because I'm certain with how stupid you are, your seed will also be dumb.
Nuh-uh! I came 3 times. So 3.
You needed 3 tries to get the whole load?
No, 3. No, 3 same night. Shut up. You don't know anything, baby.
Sven's like,
I'm not sure that's exactly how that works.
and Golfin is like,
Yes, it is. I talk to Mother Bear. I know it is.
that's the shaman, the wise woman of the group, Mother Bear.
She told me. 3.
And Sven is like,
You don't think she meant 3 children total, did you? Like 3 pregnancies? No. 3 children, 1 go.
Tamsin just shaking his head.
Wait, you think one release per child?
He's like, yeah, that's how it works. You wouldn't know because you're a girl. Baby.
Huh. She actually thinks about it, like maybe that's actually the case.
Right, yeah, he just, Tamsin's also thinking about it, like tilts his head, like, yeah, that makes sense. Sven is the only one with an intelligence of 16 of the lot of you that's like, ugh.
That's not how science works. Shut up! You're a pussy because you read. And he's like, I am not because I read.
Why would it be science? It's about sex. Science is like things go boom and shit.
Yes, Finn.
You know?
Sven is like, that. Okay. You can't argue with stupid.
And then Gofen lunges at him. Tamsin gets in the way. Sven ends up tumbling back into the mud. And they start kind of like roughhousing again. And then the great bell, ding, 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 goes off. And all of you stop. This bell announces the arrival of the Skarna clan, the Werebats. Your brothers like are all hugging and muddy and stop, and they look at you and then at each other, and you're not sure which one says it, but a voice is spoken.
Do we want to go look at them? I bet you they're really small. I bet you they only come up to about your belly button.
I do want to look at some of those floppy babies. You know, something.
With the sound of the bell, there's also this eerie, high-pitched song that accompanies the Skarna. Clouds rumble in over the sunny disposition, as if summoned by these eerie guests. Are you gonna stealth, or are you just gonna...
Just gonna... No stealth here, baby! Just...
Okay. The Skarna are little in comparison to your people. Many of them have wide, furred ears, and they sing an eerie cadence. Your dad smelling like your mom, hair tousled, fresh bite marks across his bare chest, on display, welcomes their leader. He holds out a hand to shake. Their leader's hand barely fits in your dad's giant palm. Your dad is a giant, being the biggest bear at 15 feet tall, almost 1,000 pounds. It's a big fucking boy. Words are exchanged in the Lycanborn language, which all of you do speak, but it is not common. It's much more guttural. There's positioning, there's rolling, there's sounds in the back of the throat that are primal. The pleasantries are short. They're not long. The Skarna are tired. They number in like the 20s. And then as quickly as they are introduced and you are also introduced, Uma and his boys, to the Skarna leader, they're gone. Their eerie song trailing after them to the eastern guessed long hut. Your dad watches them all file in. He sends your brothers to go ask them if they need help with anything, and several of the house men. Wood, food, accommodations, etc. And then your father turns to you.
Uma, my baby bear.
Yes, father.
He gets a little teary-eyed. He just scoops you up. Just lifts you all the way up. Kisses your face several times. And then he sets you down. And he picks you up again.
Oh, my baby. You will do your great chase, and then I will have no more children under my house.
He sets you down.
You will be grown. Then what will I do?
I don't know, make more?
He sighs. But it's not, it's a heartfelt sigh. And he cups your face with his huge hand, just like giant-sized.
Within the next day, the rest of those participating in the Great Chase will arrive. No matter what happens, you will make me proud. But I hope you kick everyone's ass.
And he winks. And then he, like, slips you a chocolate bar that he's actually not supposed to be eating at all. It's a chocolate-covered honey crisp. And the crisp is made out of honeycomb. And it's just, every time he eats it, he gets a little swollen. But he loves the taste so much. Your mom tells him that he's not allowed anymore, but he slips you one.
Huge.
Yeah.
God will, I might get a tummy ache before the chase.
You have a day or two. It will be on the full moon.
That's true. Just like
And then he kind of gets a little serious, and he's looking out over the village, because where the guest long huts are, there's a bit of a hill. And it looks down into the trees that surround the village, and the lakeside is a very pretty view.
And he says the full moon will be high in the sky when you set out.
General question, like this whole chase, is it like a chosen, agreed upon day, or is it like a predetermined day of whatever?
The oracle,
Traditional one.
the Corvin king, that werecrow, he delineates what day it'll be on for what generation. And this one is the full moon on midsummer. Now the full
Kind of like...
So it's kind of like the gods are like this day. This time.
Yeah. No. I understand. Like, and I'm like...
The thing for...
Feels like the gods favorited somebody in particular for this.
Oh, yes. It's most auspicious. Now, it will be the most difficult because the full moon, it's saving throws to resist the primal urges to rut. Especially those who are every lichen born of age, every full moon. The urge is strong. Every full moon, the Grimbjorn and have their own version of a it's a feast. It's a feast, and those who wish to participate, they sing, they dance, they rut, they wrestle. And every clan, the Fenrin, the Skarna, the Corvin, the Vinterma, and the Staghorn, they all have their own version. Now, it is rumored that the staghorn have a drought that they drink to lessen the effects of the primal call of the moon. But the Grimbjorn would drink it if it tasted good, not because they needed it.
She kind of like gets a little bit more serious, I guess, as she's like munching into pieces of chocolate. And then like swipes her lips. Brother said my fiance has arrived.
He is here. He is running in the chase as well. Would you like to finally meet him?
Maybe after the chase to see if he's worthy.
Your dad squints at you and kind of chuckles.
Fair enough. My baby bear. We will wait.
I was told about about a blessing I could ask. When do you think would be a good time for that?
He like gets a little emotional, like, and he's like, my baby has my blessing, and he grabs your face and kisses your forehead really long.
Stop it! And she like grabs his mustache and just like pulls it away. I'm trying to talk to you right now.
You have my blessing.
And she kind of pets him on the head. It's like...
You wish to ask the Oracle when he arrives?
I think so, yeah.
He has... He has never come to a great chase before. But he has spoken for the gods and dictated when they would be held.
I think the chances are slim.
I do not know the kind of person he is. I have not met him in my lifetime. But supposedly Grammy has. She might be able to tell you more about our Corvin King.
Well, I guess I'll have to wait and see.
At that point, one of your father's trusted thralls, one of his loyal men, approaches, and he looks out of breath and worried. And in the Lycanborn primeval language, he says, "Sir, there's been an incident."
She kind of stands at attention as well.
And then they explain. He says,
Master, another sky stone was found.
and your father
Says take me to it. Uma, fetch your brothers. Make sure they are not making an ass of themselves in front of our guests.
But I want to go with you.
Uma. This is dangerous. And you cannot risk getting hurt before the great chase.
If it's about Skystone's father, you do know I want to be there.
He doesn't say no, but he doesn't stop you as he follows after his thrall.
Mm-hmm.
And then his thrall starts to jog, and then so does he. And it's a pretty decent distance away from the city, the village. Roll a perception check, Uma.
$18.
There is a small crowd gathered around the Skystone, and they're all very, very anxious. As you approach, you know in your heart what name you're going to find on there. Because of the way they look at your father. It is your mother's name carved into the sky stones. Your father is barely able to contain his rage as one giant fist smashes the ground next to the sky stone, causing it to jump, and beheaded serpent bodies crawl out. Their nerves still firing, causing them to twist and turn.
Are they like skittering around, or what are the...
They're just in their death throes. And your father says,
Someone put this here. This is false.
and then you hear your mother's voice. Itza. Uma. And she tells her husband, be still. Be still, my bear, be still. And hushes him, calming his rage. She kneels down next to the sky stones and she holds out her hand. There's this faint blue glow. When she lets out a sigh, she straightens. The village people that are gathered around this sky stone, your family's personal guards, your father, are all looking at her with tense gazes. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Your mother is not one to lie, but you wish that she would. There is magic glowing on these stones. If the gods are calling me, your father says,
No. No. The gods did not put this here.
and then they start shouting at each other in that primitive language, primeval style of awareness, and your mother tells him to relax, and he says that he's going to attack, he's going to talk to the king, and if the king doesn't give him the answers that he wants, he's going to attack him. The Corvin king is going to put him to the ground. The oracle will either make sense of this, or your father will crush his little raven skull. And your mother says, no, you won't. That's bad for negotiations. And then she dismisses the onlookers, including you, but whether you stay or go is up to you. But literally at a command, the people up and leave.
I think she kind of stays, but tries to walk closer to her mom. And there's like, She is surprisingly quiet, but there's this like tremor visible all over her where she's about to explode. And as she like approaches her mother, tugs a little bit at her like clothing, like skirts, like anything.
Yeah, she takes your hand. Her chin set, her eyes straight ahead.
The gods will not take this shield maiden very easily, Uma. You need to focus on your great chase. Mama will focus on staying here.
Her jaws are tense as she's like listening to her, and then just, if the oracle does say, it is the god's will. I will fight them. I will not allow them take another.
She pulls your head towards her and kisses the top of it.
If it is the god's will, then I will be meeting you all in Valhalla.
If I have to, I will chase after you to Valhalla.
Your time will come, little bear. You are the mightiest of us because you have the most to prove.
And your dad is standing with his most trusted thrall, and they're barking at getting one of the Grammys. That's the wise woman, essentially, to figure out what the fuck kind of snakes these are and what this could all mean. And your mom, she kind of gets down on her haunches, so she's still looking up at you.
And she says, we are fortunate this is happening during the Great Chase. It seems I will be joining you children. For I too seek a bestial spirit to make this make sense. Perhaps I will find the answers in the chase.
She gives like a sharp nod and like holds her hand.
We respect our gods. Household, sky, earth. They created all that is and all that was. If this is not from the All-Father, and this is a Loki-born trick, then we will fight.
She kind of, if it's like close enough to like press her forehead against her, and kind of like grips the back of her head and just like, God's aside, blood forever and always.
Forever and always, my mighty daughter.
She kisses your forehead again. And, your mom always carries a shield. One of her great mottos, being a shield maiden, is she will always bring home her shield, or she will die on it.
And, I was going to wait to give this to you, but take this as my promise that it will be okay.
And she pulls out a pin. Your mother is quite talented at crafting jewelry. And this pin is a small replica of her shield.
She like takes it and like hands it to the left side. Her
And then she cups your cheek.
clothing.
If it is the All-Father's will I go, your sister will keep me company.
She doesn't reply anything, but she kind of like shakes her head in denial.
And then your mom straightens as your dad approaches. And he just pulls your mother into a hug. One hand tangled into her messy hair, the other crushing her against his chest, holding her close. And he says,
This is not real. This is not real. This was not sent by the Your Father.
and she says, my Itza, you do not know. And he's like, I do know.
I will fight Odin. I will kill him for you. I will lay his head at your feet.
And she's like, no, honey, I'm trying to teach the children that we worship the gods. And he's like, fuck the gods.
She's like nodding to her dad. Yes.
yeah, dad.
The old man is talking sense.
Yeah, your dad, you've seen him look pretty vicious, but you've never seen him look this vicious while talking to your mom.
And that he says, no. He says, my love, I will kill the gods for you. Ragnarok itself will rain down from heaven, and Yggdrasil will burn.
And she's like, no, you need to calm down. And then he just throws her over his shoulder. And pats your head, then turns you and says,
Go, tell your brothers.
and he's gonna just walk off to meet the shaman woman with your mom on his shoulder. Every time she protests, he just spanks her really hard until she yelps in front of everybody.
And go look for my brothers.
Okay. We are going to take a meanwhile here. I need Soren and Tiri to make perception checks.
22.
21.
The sky overhead has begun to rumble. Dark clouds looming like an effervescent bubble ready to pop. They're threatening, but also welcome. During the day, the summer heat is a bit sweltering. The rain, as opposed to the humidity, would be welcome, because at least you would have a reason to be soaked. This being said, Vega walks in the back of the travel line. Razor walks ahead. And the way Razor walks is almost too laid back. Hands locked behind his head, feet kicking out in front of him, as if he's jauntily moving to some tune that only he hears. Occasionally, the chew that he has in his mouth causes him to spit, and then he'll flick it over to the other cheek, tucking it in. When you get too close to Razor, he's got this sort of... It's an intense scent to him, the tobacco and leather. Vega, though, he smells like rain. And so the thunderous clouds overhead are just a prelude to him. The two of you crest the hill. Vega shortly behind you, Razor squatting like some kind of primal animal, chuckling to himself. Looking down into the forest valley, you can see the thin spires of smoke plumes.
Grimbjorn's already cooking. What do you think we're gonna have for lunch when we get there? I heard they're particularly fond of things like honey and some kind of little round cake. Tiri, you gonna share a little cake that comes out of the Grimborn's pan with me?
Depends if you'll actually wash your hands this time.
Well, what if I just want you to spit on it?
I wonder more and more every day why we keep you here.
We're talking about cake, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't know nothing about this, Soren. You've never seen a woman's cake in your life.
And that's when Vega growls. Low.
I haven't. You're correct.
Right, I'm not saying I want to see Tiri's cake.
And Vega just turns a sharp eye.
Right. I'm not going to say that again. Sorry, Massa.
And then the look that Razor shoots you, Soren, is like he wants to fucking eat your face. Like it's like half hatred, like half kind of lusty. But you don't see it, you just kind of fucking sense it. It's like, my skin, it's goosebumping again.
It's a little chilly out.
Ah! Damn, okay. Tiri, you see Razor's eye twitch at Soren's soft voice, like a dog on the end of the chain.
Right, so Tiri, you gonna spit on my pancake so I can eat it?
What would my spit do for you?
A lot.
And that's when Vega punches him in the side of the head. And he like does a twist and lands on his ass. And then Vega holds out his gloved hand, exhaling, and as he does, the temperature around you gets a lot cooler, which is nice against the balmy summer heat. And he says,
Are you ready to descend into the valley? Or shall we wait until tonight?
She's gonna take his hand and just look at him and be like, I'm ready, but someone might want to drag Razor down.
Razor's like getting up and like brushing and pulling twigs out of his hair.
Take me down where? Like right here? I've had worse, I guess.
Are you alright, Razor?
You know what, why don't you give me your hand and tell me if this is broken or not.
Ah, I can check if you'd like.
Literally takes your hand and puts it on his titty.
Oh, I don't think this is broken. I think you'll be alright.
Oh. Yeah?
And he like takes your hand and like smooths it across his chest. And Vega snarls and he drops your hand.
So what? I'm trying my best here. I'm a man contained. I'm on a fucking leash and I'm doing my fucking best.
Fear not, master.
He like shoves
It
you
isn't
back.
Razor
Razor
will
shoves
be
you.
Alright.
Fucking soft boy with your fucking soft ass voice, fucking soft fucking hands, you fucking long ass hair, smooth ass fucking skin, you stupid little doll. Everything about you. Fuck you.
You fucking hole.
I don't think his skin is smooth. It's scarred and kind of rough. He doesn't have a skincare routine.
Well, to Razor he calls it smooth. And he calls you a whore under his breath. Fucking whore. Tempting me with your little whorish voice.
Oh. Oh. That isn't nice.
What the fuck?
Everything about him just makes me want to fucking...
And he, like, stomps a little bit further away.
Fucking whore.
My apologies, Master.
You do not need to apologize for the other thrall's arrogance and idiocy.
Yuri's gonna shout after Razor, like, just because you like the thrall doesn't mean you have to be a dick.
So shall I make camp, or will we make our way down the valley?
Dearie.
We descend.
The moment she says that, it plummets into freezing cold temperatures. Shadows twist, cast from the canopy above, and the clouds. A tendril, almost like a tornado trying to form in this valley, is plucked from the sky, the gray sky itself, as Vega calls upon his power. Warriors, 50 of them made of night sky, shadow, and cloud form around you. Each one raising up out of the mist.
We descend.
And they
As
march.
you wish.
All of them in time, perfectly disciplined. Razor returns to Vega's side, arms behind his head, fingers linked, a slight whistle.
Right, gotta bring out all the fucking theatrics in this one.
And that's when Vega says,
Razor, you will be running in the Great Chase. I'm sorry, what the fuck? It is the only way the Lycanborn will accept you. Are you fucking my ass? Clearly not, because I think you're choking me with your... I'm too fucking old. I'm not running with a bunch of crazy animals ready to fucking rut.
wait a minute, and he thinks about it.
Don't worry, Razor, I'll help you.
Alright, yeah, I'm in.
Looks at Sword.
Yeah, alright, yeah. You will not
I'll
be allowed to rut. What? Alright, I don't want to do it anymore. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. What do you mean? You gonna make me run? I'm not even gonna be able to get my socks knocked off? Sorry, not gonna fucking do it. This is stupid. You can't make me do this. I'm too old. I saw it in a dream. A waking dream. Great. Well, that's just fucking great. You had visions of me running around with your four-legged friends, huh? Fucking furry-ass fucking convention. I can't even touch Soren. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. What am I supposed to do? Perhaps you can find yourself a big woman and chase her instead. I would be down for that. I'm still too fucking old.
You can never be too old for spiritual enlightenment.
Fucking show you spiritual enlightenment.
Tyrion's gonna bump his shoulder and be like, don't worry, Razor. It'll be fun.
Are you gonna try to fucking kill me again?
That's the fun part.
Right. Right, yeah, that's so fun. This is gonna be dangerous for me. Because unlike everyone else who's gonna be going shit over the full moon, I'm just gonna be a guy out there who really wishes he could hang out with the village people, maybe a MILF or two, maybe even a GILF or two, have some drinks, have a good time with a party, instead of running around, chasing spirits, fighting things in the forest.
He's an Omega. You don't know, maybe. He might be. You don't know.
I've always wanted my own Omega.
He's like, fuck you, I'm an alpha.
Fuck you, show you.
Spits on the ground. At about that point, Vega tells Tiri and Soren that the two of you are allowed to wander. You do not have to be with him in an official capacity. However, Tiri, you are not to ditch Soren. Soren, you are to keep an eye on Tiri. And should the need arise, sacrifice yourself so Tiri can get away.
As you wish.
Yep. That and the biggest bear you've ever seen, but is not the biggest bear, approaches the Corvin King, followed by the smallest bear you've ever seen. Uma, you and Gofin approach Vega. Tiri, Soren, you are still by his side. And if you guys want to explain, describe maybe a little bit again what you look like, just a slight, just to each other, this is what Uma looks like looking at you, or whatever.
You see a filthy-looking beggar bowing down on his knees. He has a blindfold on and a stick in a hand with a weird-looking patchwork doll at his side.
And then there's Tiri. She's shorter than her brother. They look pretty similar, just different colored hair, different colored eyes. And she's just kind of glaring with a smirk on her face.
Sorry, I just like having the description of the art that I drew. Design some of the parts of those. Alright, let me drink some water. Well, aside from the visuals of surprisingly small bear, I guess. She looks kind of grim.
Reborn?
Yeah. But quite tense. There's a tick in her jaw, and as she approaches and takes in your whole party, kind of the eyebrows are slightly raised just because it's not often she looks down on what seems to be grown adults like her. She's so fancy and just delicate looking, everyone. Just, I guess, leans a little bit, I guess, towards her brother, and just are you sure not all of them are, bats? Maybe not the huge one.
Your brother shrugs.
All I know is they're little, except for that one in the middle. He's fucking big. And, I could still beat him up. Me still kill him, yeah. Also, why you look so sad?
Rubs your head.
Stop, smile, be pretty. I'm ugly, so you have to be pretty.
And then he just waves and is like, hello! to the king. Vega frowns.
She sorry, she okay, be smile, be pretty. She gets full tea, all tasks, and she's says it.
Arms slightly flexes a little.
A little flexing because that's pretty. It's
you're under his breath. Your brother's like, yeah, that's good. That lady like that. Yeah, that's good.
Should I show my back? I think my back is really good.
She pulls a muscle.
With this, the perception checks that Tiri and Soren rolled, you see coming down the hill, almost like directly behind this big procession of shadowed nighttime starry warriors. Gree, go ahead and kind of describe yourself and your grumpy ass companion.
Ooh. Well, he's got his hood up, and usually where he would be maybe strutting just a little bit, he's oddly a little bit more reserved, and he's sticking close to Thrain, but not too close, and his eyes are darting in every direction, taking in everyone's positions, appearance, looking over. But if anybody happens to catch his eye or anything, he grins at them.
And then behind him, Uma is damn. Pretty. Big, strong, big. Scarred up warrior. And his coloring is very nice. A lot of your people are varied, but there's just something about his like dusky skin and his bright green eyes that you're like, oh. Even Gofraid is like,
Huh. That's a big fucker. I could
I
almost saw
thought
him.
bears had 2 legs, not 3.
Don't get him started.
when Vega introduces himself, Gree, you hear his cloud, his like starry cloud, whispery shoulders shout in a voice all at once. But the shout is surprisingly muted, like quiet, like it's not going to carry beyond being impressive in this moment. They introduce him as the God's Eye, which is the Oracle, King Corvin, Vega of the Ashwing. This would be the guy that you and Uma need to speak to. Gofraid bows deep and introduces himself, and Uma does a little bit of flexing, like Uma trying to politic, but very bad at it. The two least intelligent siblings here. Gofraid says, I will...
Wait, twist your elbow.
Yeah. We will
Flex.
show you to your hut. My lord, king.
It's that way. And then we flex more.
Yeah, probably. You are introduced as Princess Tiri of the Ashwing. And then you are Thrall Soren of the Ashwing.
Gofraid is like, Uma, show the princess and her thrall around. I'll take the king.
And the minute your brother starts walking away, the king follows. And it's Tiri, Soren, and this tiny little fuck, and this huge guy. And you're all just left there kind of staring at each other.
How many thralls do you have?
As many as you want. What is Uma asking?
No, in terms of like... Yeah, I'm asking just like which one are thralls and which one is... I mean, I understand who's the princess, but...
I'm the princess.
Everybody else the thrall?
Oh, like Gree is a
I
thrall?
can make you my princess.
Like Gree is a thrall. It's like, are you a thrall?
No.
Here's the party's first roleplay together.
Tyrion just points at Soren and is like, the king's thrall. Our thrall.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Soren.
So,
It's okay.
Sorry, I got a
lady.
berry.
She has the plague.
What the fuck? Sorry.
I don't know, I think you look the most plagued one out of all of us, I'm sorry. Hey, bring the bad news. I've seen some mangy rats before. Kind of same face. Yeah. I think Mom's showed me something about it. And she like does like a stupid looking curtsy. Just like very awkwardly. I'm Uma, Isbjorn's daughter. Here to show you the way, I guess.
Who's the large one? The large man.
That came with me?
No, the other, the one right there behind us. I'm pointing at like Rye's friend, just like who's Thrall? Not Thrall. Hmm?
Not a clue.
Talking about Grease guy.
Gree just like Gree just like jabs him again with his elbow. He's like, they're talking about you. And they want to
I like turn to him, punches her chest. I'm Uma, Isbjorn's daughter.
Just repeats it.
I heard it's polite to introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't say anything.
Did you cut out his tongue? That's kind of bad. Look at
Gree rolls his eyes. Might want to be good. His name is Thrain.
And then he nods. And he punches his chest and kind of bows. And you can assume that he's Thrall based on the fact that he doesn't speak. But he could also just be mute.
Is he also a bear? I kind of sniff at him, like during his direction, because he's so big.
Smells like a lichen. Roll a perception. You have advantage because it's sniff based.
Get that stank on him.
15.
He smells like a lichen born, but you can't place what he is. He's a lichen born, you think. He kind of smells like
One
the
of
bat,
us.
but you smell Gree. It smells like Gree, but not like they're lovers, like they hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah.
Gotta be a bear. I'm sure, man. Gotta be. Lost cub. And the rest.
Oh, the rest. The werebat is the little soft, gentle guy. Yeah, it smells like an omega.
Oh no, I mean, I mean more like the rest introducing themselves, even the thralls, because
you guys, Tyri, Soren, this is the first time you guys are role playing together. Let's go.
You're not sniffing us?
very.
No, Tyri introduced me as the king's thrall. I do a little polite
Even thralls
bow.
have names.
Soren.
Do you not name your thralls? Very bad. Again.
He came with a name. His name is Soren.
I'll politely bow.
He cannot see, hence the blindfold.
The ratty looking one, yeah.
Yeah. What?
I'm Uma. Nice to meet you, Soren.
And I am Princess Tyri Ashwing, the king's sister.
ᴍᴇᴇᴛ. Very nice to meet you.
Oh my god, she introduces herself every time. Oh, I love it.
It's better become a running gag.
Kiri, just very confused, just puts her fist to her chest, just like, hello, Uma, daughter of whoever you said.
Isbjorn.
Isbjorn,
Isbjorn.
Yes. Yes.
He's the Jarl. Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. I was told that you have some interesting cake.
She turns around.
We have many cakes.
Something with honey.
Honey cake.
You say
Cream cake.
as you say that. You haven't seen this guy yet, but there is a shuffling and then a chuckle, kind of almost like inane. And Gree, behind you, sniffing you, is this blonde, mid-height. He looks slender, but he's got wide shoulders. Razor is smelling the little redhead.
You smell like you got fucking cake on you right now.
And Thrain steps a little closer to you, protectively, Gree. Like just waiting for you to sick him on Razor.
Gree puts his hand on Thrain's hip to sort of just say, not yet. We just got here. And turns to Razor. How far down is...
When you turn, you
Razor
bump
back.
into his tits.
Ah, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
gonna reach up and flick his nose.
Okay. He's just like, oh.
Razor, also one of the king's thralls.
Oh, I see. Charmed. I like him.
Razor, this is the Jarl's daughter, Uma.
That's me.
Uma, you look strong. I fucking like that. You got some nice biceps.
Very.
Yeah, look at that. That's good.
Just like,
That's nice.
you want to touch?
Yeah, I do.
Razor, please watch your vocab when you're speaking to the daughter of the Jarl, Isbjorn.
Oh yeah, my fucking badness. Your muscles make my cock happy.
I mean, she offered.
He's like meep.
Razor, remember
Yeah.
that time Vega said, "Do shut the fuck up"?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he told me I wasn't allowed to talk. He's not around
Yeah.
though, is he?
You treat your thralls very poorly.
I did not give the command. I'm just here.
It's not gonna offend her. She's Grimbjorn. Bears are made of tougher stuff, right, Uma? Itzbin's daughter. That's what I thought. Now let's get some cakes and some meat, huh? By the way, the name's Razor.
Dolly, I have a question.
I'm Uma. Isbjorn's daughter.
Go ahead, Spooky.
How far away has Vega gone at this point?
Out of sight.
Out of sight? Okay, cool.
Show us around your village, yeah? What's the little redhead's name other than Snack?
So sorry about
Gree's
him.
leaning back against Thrain as if he's a tree, just leaning back, and he's just grinning. He's enjoying this display. And he just looks at Razor, looks Razor up and down very slowly and deliberately. Just call me Gree.
Gree, you like what you see? And he puts his hands like at his hips. Just slides him up.
Yeah, actually, not bad.
I can't see the town either, but I do think it feels nice as well.
Absolutely.
Oh man, the things I want to do to your pretty little mouth, Soren.
All right. Spits on the ground. Let's go. Lead the way, Uma. Ich bin's da. I heard you guys got the best alcohol around here. You got some nice mad hops and some mead, yeah?
The very
best. That's what I heard. I also heard that you got some great grannies. I heard that they have like a little ritual where they feed everybody, yeah?
You'll have to find out.
I want to find out.
I heard Uma talking about honey cakes and cream cakes.
Cream cakes. That's what I'm gonna do. A little snack gree back there. Cream nose cakes. And Thrain, his eye twitches.
Gree just taps his hip again.
Yeah. Hands on his hips as he's walking. Don't worry, princess, I'll walk behind you. Not because I'm enjoying the view, but because I'm protecting your backside.
You might want to watch yours, the way the tall man is looking at you. Thrain.
He turns back at Thrain, blows him a kiss. Get me drunk enough. I'll take you for a spin, big boy.
Why are we spinning people?
Because sometimes people like to be spun, Soren. Get me drunk enough, get you drunk enough, and I'll show you how.
My apologies, that stuff makes me sick.
The spitting or the drinking?
The drinking.
You lead them
And I...
to the bonfire.
Yeah.
There are no more cakes because breakfast has ended. But there are leftover harder medallions, the ones that have been like left in the fire a little bit too long. They're pretty crunchy, but they're very, very good with the warm honeyed mead. And the mead is a very low alcohol content. It's almost like dipping it in cinnamon honey with just a tiny bit of alcohol. So it's like crunchy cookie, right? And so with each of you armed, well, I'll ask, Tiri, do you take one? Do you take a tankard of mead and a cookie? A little...
She does.
Okay. Gree, do you?
Yes.
Okay, and Soren?
Do you by chance have a cup of cream for this?
Fucking show you some cream.
I didn't know you carried cream on you.
Always do.
Like Uma, like as she was biting into like some cookies, she doesn't drink, but she's like, just like loves gutturally.
Thrain actually unclaps his goat skin and pours coffee creamer into your tankard without a word and then plugs it.
I am in your debt, kind sir.
And Razor's head immediately whips over and is like, you just fucking keep that on you. What, you like some kind of baker or cooker or something?
And Thrain just says in that deep rumble,
Or something. Ooh, I like your voice. Sounds like Rono Funda.
So he does have a tongue. He can talk.
he puts a hand over his heart and gives you a little bit of a bow. And then in the primal language of your people, says he's just a humble thrall.
Gree makes a face, but doesn't say anything this time.
I guess like Uma looks at him and just like looks a little shiftily at Gree, like, what the fuck did you do to him? Just like, kind of like...
Gree just kind of looks back at Uma and he's just like, just shrugs his shoulders. Gives this look like, I don't fucking know, man. He's just like this.
Gree's like, he just showed up. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
She just like, I guess she's like walks up to Thrain a little bit, just like, if she is the little one, if he, you know, mistreats you, just, we're pretty strict about those things here.
Gree rolls his eyes.
That is very kind of you, Uma.
And he gives you a little bow. Meanwhile, Razor's like, I'm a nasty, nasty girl. I'm a nasty, nasty girl. And he's just got like 8 cookies, and they're just dirty. Like, all over, like... It's nasty. Third cup of mead, sucking it down. Dirty eater, all over his face. And he's just summoned about how nasty he is.
Ah, Reza, you're making quite a mess. Pulls out a rag. Let me get that for you. Clean up his face.
He purposely spills some on his tits.
Ah, it appears you've spilled some on your chest.
He puts a
Is
little...
it okay if I get that for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And he'll wipe that off.
He goes to spill some elsewhere, and Thrain just knocks the cup into the fire. And he's like, hey, what the fuck? And then he just looks at Thrain, 'cause Thrain's huge. And Razor's a medium-sized man. He's like, alright. He looks like way up. Alright, fine. Fine.
He's cackling into his cup.
Are you really that touch-starved?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna get fucked up,
Oh.
and I'm gonna find a bear, and I'm gonna sleep with her, and then we're gonna have to do the great chase bullshit. Yay! I'm so happy.
If you can do it, you're quite capable, Reza.
He just says a short prayer to Odin. God save me. God save me that I don't ruin this man in the woods.
So, Uma,
So who of you? Yeah.
you wanna show us more of your village and stuff?
Yes. What would you like to see in particular?
Pretty much just everything. Let's just start wandering around and looking at things, yeah? We like that? Looking at everything?
Well, we have some other guests in the village, so
We'll stay away from them.
then follow me.
Okay.
She like takes another cookie and like.
Oh yeah,
shoves it
Razor's
in.
got like 3 in his pocket. And is carrying around a tankard of mead as he follows. One of the
I'll
grannies is...
bundle up some.
One of the grannies is like, you have to bring that back! And he's like, yeah. I will.
My
wanna-
apologies for him.
You never
I'll make
cross.
sure to bring that back.
Soren, you never cross a grandma. You always bring it back. Or you clap the back, depending on what she likes. And then he... Ah!
Should be kind to them. Aren't their backs too fragile?
She's just like, I know a few that will be down for that, for some.
The village is loud. It's joyful loud. Like a stark contrast to how quiet it usually is for both Gree and Tiri. Soren, I actually don't know if the loudness would bother your character. So you tell me, is the loud overwhelming for Soren, or is it like this happy, like joyful, loud, like, does he enjoy that?
It's a little overwhelming, but also he likes the sound of all the jubilance. But not enough. It's like sort of uncomfortable, but not. I have to run away and hide, sort of.
For Gree and Tiri, the silence, especially Tiri, for you, your brother's silence it's so different. It's so calculated and frigid that it's a wonder he doesn't shrivel up and hide. It's a wonder he's never brought you or spoken of coming to this event before. Your brother is an old man in the wake of this joyful, riotous, occasionally idiocy. You guys pass a bear who's holding a bee and then eats it, only to have the bear's face swell up and his friends laugh and pay him gold for doing it. You pass another set of bears that are giggling and slapping each other as hard as they can while trying to drink honey as fast as they can and choking, blowing it out of their nose. You pass children that run underfoot. One little bear cub ruffles your skirts, Tiri, and is like, "You're so pretty!" and then runs away. Another compares his height to Gree as Gree walks by and is like, "I'm bigger." Because in a lot of ways, these children are 6-year-olds that are at 5 foot. Like they're big people. 2-year-olds that are like 4 feet tall and chubby.
Can you imagine giving birth to that?
I mean, for them, it's fine.
Imagine pushing out like a 2-foot child. Oh my god.
Dude, actually, there's like a small thing where it's like looks out at her for like a fucking second, just like.
As you round,
Nice image.
as you get to the halfway point of the village, like, this is our tannery, this is our smithy, this is where everybody comes to. This is the giant meat hall, and it's massive. The meat hall, the giant meat hall, is like 2 stories, huge long tables. There's like 7 or 8 of them that house everyone in the village, and they're decorating, men and women and kids, all bears, decorating this great hall. And it's about this point that a group of probably 6 and under, so really chubby babies as well, are following Uma. And they all seem familiar and excited and happy to see Uma. One, maybe she's 2, comes waddling. She's like 3 feet tall, 2-year-old, like she's chubby as shit. Comes waddling up to Uma and squeezes her big fat hands and just says, "Ma, ma, ma."
She like scoops her up and like picks her up.
Yeah, she giggles and just holds on to you, content to be held. And then other children, of course, are like, "Throw me, Uma! Throw me!" Someone else is
Do
like,
I see anything soft around?
there's
haystack?
there's a significant amount of hay that hasn't been set out to feed yet, still in its barrel quarter. And a lot of kids are lined up. They're like, "Uma, Uma, Uma!" There's one little boy, he's scrawny.
As I'm holding up like the smaller ones, I take the ones by the scruff and just like.
The minute Uma throws them, they shift into little bear cubs and they land and skid. One of them skids onto the other side of the hay like container and falls over it, doing a front flip, and all the kids are like, "Yay!" When he comes around, when he comes around, his nose is a little like bloody, but everyone's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're so cool."
Is it normal for you to throw children?
Is that what she's throwing?
Yes.
And you don't?
No. Why would I throw children?
The
I mean, you can fly.
The scrawniest little kid approaches you, Tiri, and he's a bear, and he's little, and this is what it sounds like as they're like getting tossed by Uma. He's like, you can throw me. I'm good at being thrown.
I don't even know if I could lift you to throw you.
Like, take one of the kids, like, this one looks big enough, and I throw it at Thrain. Just like, you can throw it.
Thrain catches the kid, and then like cringes as he sets it down. Razor gets in on it. He's like dogpiled by kids almost as big as him. And he's trying to toss him, and they're tackling him. And he's like, wait, my drink! Wait, my drink! And one little kid takes it, and she runs off with it. And he's like, Daddy! Gives her dad a drink. Dad drinks it. And he's like, thanks. And Razor's like, no, I need to return that. Yep. The children are just tackling Razor from all sides. The scrawny boy.
Someone's gonna kick your ass.
I guess she's like, I have to return that. And she's like, if you say I took it, it's gonna be fine. Grannies love me here. It's gonna be.
He's like, all right. And then some little kid like karate chops him in the throat, and he's just like, oh! And another one like punches him in the mouth. And it's just, he's like, all right, enough, get off. And they're like, why is your hair blonde? Why does your skin look like that? Where'd you get these tattoos? Why are your teeth sharp? Are you a person? And they mean, are you a Lycanborn? And he's like, oh, I'm a fucking person. Yeah. Scrawny boy is like, you could throw me, Tiri, and he's like really close to you. Like, literally holding onto your skirts, rubbing them because they're fine. They're probably the finest fabric he's ever touched.
She will attempt to throw the child into the hay.
Okay, roll in athletics.
Oh god.
At one point, there's like a 13-year-old that tosses Razor into the hay, and he's like, what the f-? And the 13-year-old, well, 12-year-old is like freaking 6'5".
Oh, wait, I did a good job. Fuck yeah. Look at that. Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you toss the scrawny boy into the hay, and he squeals and lands, and he hops down and comes running back.
Oh,
you're getting a workout tonight.
And he's like, so, what are you guys doing? Are you here to decorate?
No. I'm just showing them around.
Can I touch your doll?
Your guests.
The one you have in your belt, mister.
Oh, yes, but be nice.
He hugs. He takes your doll.
It's my friend.
Yeah, I got one too. It's my friend. But mine looks like a bull.
Could I see it?
Yeah. I'll go get him. Goes and picks him up out of a mud pile and brings him to you. Do you want to trade? His name is Pig.
Sorry, I can't trade. This doll is one of my best friends.
What if I trade that your doll wants to come home with me instead?
I could do that, but it might walk home by itself at night.
Your doll walks at night by itself, and the children are like, is it evil?
You're not gonna see the doll. They're gonna be just want to keep it.
The doll likes me. I made it myself as well.
You make dolls that walk. And another child's like, I want a doll that walks. Me too. Make me a doll. And then you are swamped, and Razor is left alone. I need you to roll a strength saving throw as the children begin to climb on you, Soren. And these are big little kids.
Okay, my die. This die is hot.
Did you get 20 again?
Tomorrow. No, it's not 20.
Okay.
But it's rolling really high. I should use this tomorrow as well. Christ. I usually roll awful. Strength save, 18.
Okay. Yeah, you manage not to be knocked over as like 3 children cling to you. And they're like, I want a doll. No, me, I want a doll. But I asked first.
I can make all of you dolls, but I can't guarantee that they'll walk.
They're like, that's okay, we'll make them walk. We got feet, we'll put our dolls on our feet. We'll stick them in our shoes. And another boy is like, you don't even wear shoes. And another girl's like, so? I've always wanted shoes.
Well, you must think about what the doll would like as well. That's why mine walks.
Pig likes to eat mud. That's why I throw him like this. And he throws the boar doll into the mud. Just flat. Yep.
Do make sure you give him a good wash afterwards.
He is washing. There's water in there.
I guess at this time I'm gonna throw in the little description that when this whole commotion happens, like people are talking, like the kids assaulting guests and all that. I think Uma stands back a little bit, and when she kind of at least thinks that nobody can see her, like definitely her shoulders kind of like slump a little bit, and the tightness to her jaw returns that was like initially before she started talking, and she kind of like when she's not acknowledged her presence or anything like that, she kind of like keeps to herself and just watches.
There's an intensity there, a worry.
And she would occasionally just like suck on her fang.
Towards the end of the interaction, a little girl approaches Gree and tugs on your cloak. And she is probably the shortest, but very round. So, and very not in control of shifting between cub and little girl. So, tug, and then suddenly is a little cub. And then you turn to her, and she is a little girl. And she's...
Damn.
And she's holding out a cookie that's half eaten to you.
Gree is slightly bewildered for a moment.
It's pretty slimy, just so you know. Like, she's clearly been sucking on it.
And he grins and he tentatively holds out his hand just to make sure she actually wants to share the cookie.
She does. She
Anything like
puts it
that.
in your... it's yours.
He takes the cookie and he ruffles her hair a bit and takes a bite from maybe the least soggiest side and then makes a show of, good, and then smiles at her and takes a step back. Still holding the cookie.
She steps forward, she more crawls, and then like is a little cub, and like butts into your ankle. But you think she actually has a hard time seeing. She like dunk, dunk, and then stops and sniffs at your feet as a bear cub.
Oh gods. He slightly awkwardly looks around, and then sort of almost crouches down or bends down a bit to just try and turn her more away so she isn't bumping into his ankle. But
Okay.
also give her another head pat and an ear scritch maybe.
Okay. She starts snuffling and sniffling, weaves around you in between Thrain's boots, and comes just to sit by you. This little fat baby bear. She's got real big paws, though. She's gonna be huge when she grows up. Yep. She sits there for about 3 seconds, and then she's a little girl again. Yep. And at the very end of this interaction, you hear a sharp whistle, and one of the mamas is like, "Bring it in, kids! Bring it in! Cheese and milk for everyone into hall." And a lot of the kids are like, "Yay!" And their laughter fades as they leave. Most of them are pointing at Soaring, being like, "You promised to make us dolls!"
As long as you be nice to them, listen to their hearts.
Green, what are you thinking? What expression, if anyone were to look at you as the children are receding, would they see?
He is smiling a bit, and he's still holding the gross cookie. And he looks down at it, and he isn't sure if he should just throw it away or maybe put it down on the table somewhere, so he just kind of stares at it and shrugs and folds his arms and leans back against Thrain again, but he's watching the kids go, with his head tilted and just a slight smile. And then he once they've milled out of the room, he looks back over to where everybody else is. He tugs his hood down a little bit more.
Drain pats your shoulder real soft. And says,
Shall we keep the tour?
Yeah. Yes.
and Thrain motions to Uma.
She kind of like,
I like this.
yes. I'm Uma.
Daughter.
She like clears her throat and just like, yes, this way. And just like continues to lead them.
Uma, do you know where I might be able to procure some fabric by chance?
Yeah, of course.
The grannies, they have everything.
Usually there's a spot in the main street. All the grannies are there, and they have all the yarn, all the fabric, all the needles, everything you might want.
Thank you.
So you take a stop there. How much money do you
How
have,
much?
Soren?
5 gold.
Okay. With 2 gold, you get enough scraps of fabric to make dolls for 8 children.
How many children wanted them?
There was like, I want to say 30, but there was like 10.
Okay.
I'd say let them wrestle for.
Yeah.
You said there was
Yes.
10?
Let them wrestle for. Just make one and let them wrestle for it.
I'll
Throw it out.
I'll spend
Builds character.
You said 3 gold or 2 gold?
2 gold is enough for 8.
Can I spend 4 gold for 16?
The granny doesn't do math well enough and says no. You're trying to cheat her.
Okay. Okay, then yeah. Okay.
Like it doesn't like connect that you're trying to give her more money.
Okay. Then I will buy the. I'll just buy that then. That's fine.
You buy the enough for 8, and then she lets you buy enough for 8 for another 2 gold.
Okay, I'll do that then. Thank you.
Perfect.
Amazing.
You're starting to learn about the bears here. You're learning. This is
I can
cool.
barely contain myself
We make
here.
great accountants.
8 is the max number of transactions a granny could put in. So she can only do 8 at a time.
That's all she's got. She's got nothing else. As you near the end of the tour, I need the entire party to make a perception check.
Dolly, I think this die is weighted.
Maybe you need to use a different one.
18 perception for Tiri.
8.
Okay, I'm just gonna use a different one.
Who got 8?
Sorry, when I got
Oh, Uma. Oh no, Uma.
I'm
15.
distracted.
That's valid.
Sorry, I have to log back in because when I got disconnected earlier.
No, you're good.
Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good roll.
Oh, there we go. 22. Dice.
All right.
Maybe I walk into like a pole and just.
Uma notices last is what happens. Everyone else It is very rare that all the clans gather, especially in a friendly capacity. The leopard that you see in front of you is the size of a bear. Perched high on the hill, licking her paw. I'm looking for my... Aha. When she shifts, she is quite tall, athletically built. Her hair is long and wild, streaks of black and white. Her skin a beautiful dark tan. All up and down her arms and across her chest are swirling, twisting tattoos. The way that she looks at each of you is knowing. Uma, this is the point that you notice the ᴇᴜ gazing at the party. And then she holds out her hand, claws extended, and beckons you up the hill before turning and disappearing into the woods.